Hi guys. Sorry, just caught me eating some Haribo's. um, I decided I've got make a step two. Sorry, a plan. This is going to be step six again of my. Just remembered I put step five on my previous video on my part one. It's actually step six. Forgive me. This YouTube thing is still new to me apparently. Hopefully I'm going to try and edit it. But yeah, it is actually step six, not step five. It might say step five. Hoping I got it right, but I'm pretty sure they put step five on it. My apologies for that. Um, so yeah, this is my part two of step six, the manager's position. Um, yeah, another thing I remembered, and I'm probably going to keep remembering things, but I won't make any more videos if I forget, I forget. But see, this is the problem about not writing down shit and talking from the heart instead of talking from your head. But one thing I love that Ben got criticised about, but he doesn't do it enough in my opinion. He gave an epic press conference. He was not having a bar on it, and by that I mean he did not give a fuck. Now, sure, it didn't make a lot of sense. Sure, it made him seem like a bit of a senile old man when he's holding a press conference and he's asking the reporter, "Why are you looking at me?" And the reporter's like, "It's your press conference. Why should I be looking at you?" I loved it though. Fuck it. He needs to be more feisty sometimes. So I don't have too much problem with that. Um, I feel that I would encourage the manager sometimes to come out and talk to us as fans. Um, you have an Arsenal TV channel, albeit something that you run over the website rather than actually having a channel. But you know, it'd be nice to do something like that and releasing parts of it to Sky Sports News. Um, it would show more of the human side to us as Wenger, because he should be a cult hero for us. Um, and you could argue that because of his general attitude, and we're not the most impatient fans in the world. As many people have said, how many managers would last 8 years and not one damn thing, and yet still remain at that club? There isn't a lot of managers. So it's not like we're the most impatient fans in the world, but I think sometimes you can't take that patience for granted. It would be nice to, weird number ringing. It'd be nice to get that kind of reciprocation back from the manager. So that's where I feel sometimes he kind of goes under the radar. I think things like that, I think he takes for granted. Maybe he feels like he doesn't need to do that. But in instances like this, for example, when there was such a really bad loss from the team, I, as a board member, would try and encourage Arsene Wenger to speak to the fans. He doesn't need to do this AGM shit that he does. Just speak to the fans. Speak to the fans and say, listen, this is what has happened. I can't explain why it's happened, but I assure you that from now until the end of the season, I'm going to work hard and fix it. And then come the summer, I will really invest some of the money that I have. Just to do something like that once would mean a lot to us. It'd mean a lot to us because it would show that we're not paying 62 quid for bullshit. That you have a manager, it'd be so refreshing to have a manager that comes out, uses a media outlet, one of many media outlets that they have, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's an actual Arsenal channel, the ones that they have, and just run a statement that just says, doesn't even need to be a long statement, a 30 to 45-second statement, saying, apologizing for the team's performances. First and foremost, let's be honest, we pay top dollar for this bullshit. So apologising for the team's performances, um, and just for us to know that you're working hard to fix it. More than anything, more than anything, that's what matters to us. You know, I don't, honestly, the money's a lot, but if Arsenal fans knew that, you know, we're paying this money because we need to help the club in competing with the likes of Man United and Chelsea, and they actually see the club striving to do something, then most Arsenal fans would understand. But when all you see is the manager not be honest and say that the team is playing like garbage, the team isn't good enough, saying that you have belief in the team and, you know, we're going through a transitional we've been going through a transitional stage for the last 10 years. Like, what the fuck is happening? It's just the same old tired excuses. It wears thin. Like, we feel like we're being mugged off. And as fans, they're gonna look for an outlet to express that frustration. And because you put yourself front and center all the time to say that, oh, I have this money, but I choose not to spend it. I don't understand what do you hope to achieve by coming out with that statement? You're only going to put yourself under more pressure with us, because we're thinking, well, hold on, if that's the case, then what the fuck is the problem? Surely that's what, legitimately, that's what you'd be thinking. If you bought a laptop, but yet that person never gave you the laptop that you were promised, but then in the meantime they're asking you for top dollar. Like, say I promised you a laptop. I promised, I had all this kind of sales tagline saying it's going to be quick, it's going to have the most RAM, it's going to be the fastest processor, da, 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 da. And for the first month, it does exactly what I said it was going to do. And then little by little, you notice this laptop is systematically shutting down. But I've just charged top dollar, I've charged the most I can possibly charge for a laptop that is now failing after a month. Are you not going to be pissed? But yet, when you come to me to tell me that it's failing, all I tell you is, oh, it's just, this is how these new models work, it takes some time, but it will get there, it will fix by itself. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Am I born yesterday? Like, am I an idiot? That's what you're going to say. And that's what we are collectively saying at the moment as Arsenal fans. And I believe that the only person that can help himself in this situation is Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger has to come out. He has to talk to us. Not in front of these cameras giving little stupid arrogant statements like, oh, I've been working in football for 16 years. Do I have to explain myself? You know what? In this instance, yes. Yes, you have to explain to us why you let Chamak go and then don't bring in a striker to replace him. That's 3 strikers we have alone. We have 2 strikers at the club. That's some Liverpool shit. You tell me how that makes sense. That type of stuff, you must explain. Of course you must explain. You know, his general attitude, and that's where, for more than anything, he might have a good relationship with reporters, but through fans, using the media, not so much. He doesn't come off that way. And I would like to see him improve that. I would like, before the Villa game, I would dearly like him to be watching this video and say, Arsene Wenger, I'm a fan, I will remain a fan, I am not looking for you to be fired over this, or for you to walk away. Because I know when I'm onto a good thing. And I don't believe there's anybody in your caliber available who can take the realm if you were to walk away. But your attitude needs to change. You need to be able to adapt with times. If there's one thing, and I'm not an Alex Ferguson fan, but if there's one thing Ferguson is immense for, he's able to adapt to the times. We're not living in 1996 where you used to be able to pick young players and have nobody compete for them. You need to be able to adapt. You need to have a good relationship with your fans because your fans can potentially save your job. But the fans can also lose you your job. Don't think because you have unlimited backing. When fans stop turning up to matches, because that's the next step, then the board are going to have to act. This is your customer base. Just think of it like, you like to think of everything like a business, so let's think of it like a business. If your customer base is disgruntled, and then they stop coming to spend money at your business, is your business going to survive for much longer? Please, Arsene Wenger, improve your relationship with us. We need answers. We need an apology. And then we can begin to start to work together from now to the end of the season. And then once the end of the season comes, you is going to be your biggest summer ever. You have to do this. I, as an Arsenal fan, need you to do this. I need you to improve that team. Rally that team together and drag them kicking and screaming to the fourth place. Please, Arsenal, please, on behalf of all Arsenal fans everywhere, please do this for us.